Hey guys, my name's Akari. I'm an online entrepreneur based in Dubai, originally from New Zealand. And today in this video, what I want to do is actually share with you 3 principles that helped me get from broke 9-to-5 sales job to, in 6 months time, making $100,000 in my business in 1 month. So this is kind of like the 3 main things that helped me get there. So in order for me to explain this to you, I have to take it back to when I was working my job. So every day I was working my 9-to-5 sales job in Australia at the time. And part of me didn't hate it, but because I was learning good skills, like I was speaking to people every day. That's how I actually learned a lot of my sales skills, because there was basically people coming to my counter. I was like in a mall selling lottery tickets, and I'd have to pitch them like a cold pitch. So I'll be like, hey, like, do you want to buy these tickets or something like that? And I was speaking to thousands of people a day, and I got rejected like basically over 990 times. And 10 people of that day, if they said yes and I got a sale, it was good, right? And that was a successful day. But what kind of frustrated me was the outcome of what I was doing. So like I was putting all this work, I was putting all this energy, and then when my former boss said how much money he was making from that, and then how much money I was getting, I was like, wow, okay, so I'm a sales guy, and he's making this, and I'm the one selling it for him. And that kind of clicked in my mind. I'm like, okay, so instead of being the person who sells, I need to be the person who hires the sales guys and actually pays them a commission, and then 90% goes to the business or me. So that's what I did. One day after work, I was literally, I remember this like it was yesterday. I was walking back from the train station. It was boiling hot in Australia. I was carrying like 2 heavy, there were things you'd set up for the stand. It would have been like 20 something kgs, and I was just so frustrated. I dropped it and I was like, F this, like I'm done. And at the last week of me working, I remember just not being able to sleep because I hated being broke, and I was so frustrated at my current situation. So yeah, that's my first principle, the first piece of advice is taking action. I was in this period of working for a long time, and I hated it, and I was learning after work and going to the gym, but really when I mean take action is literally doing things that will put money into your bank account. So yeah, basically that last week of work, I quit with literally, not gonna lie to you, 3 weeks worth of money in my bank account of rent and maybe a bit of food, and also a credit card. So I was actually in credit card debt. So I put myself in a position where I had to take action, and by doing that, that actually created the result. So I left my job. I had basically 1 month to figure this shit out and be like, okay, I gotta make this work, this whole online thing that I wanna do. So I was taking action. I was like taking action as if my life depended on it, because it did. And I actually performed better in high pressure situations. So by doing that, I performed my best. So in that 1 month, I was able to launch a high-ticket coaching business with a business partner, which I won't name. But in 2 weeks' time is when we got our first sale, and that was $3,000. I remember waking up, and it was actually overnight. My sales guy sold it, and I woke up, I saw the notification on my phone. I was like, wow, this is real. And that kind of kick-started things. So yeah, but that was all because I took action, guys. Like I was literally doing all-nighters. Like I wouldn't sleep for a day. I'd have Red Bulls at night. I know this stuff isn't healthy, and I don't do that anymore right now. The situation's a bit different, but I truly believe if you're starting your business and you want to get to like 10K a month, for example, you definitely have to be willing to go that extra mile and do things that you wouldn't normally do, and just really give your dedication. Because if you give it your all truly, you 100% will see results. It's just you're not trying hard enough. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The next thing is speed. So speed is the second thing that contributed to a lot of growth, because money loves speed. That's a saying. And when you're doing things fast, you're going to see results, whether they're good or bad. And especially for when you're starting a business, I know a lot of you guys will probably contemplate, oh, should I do this business, dropshipping, Amazon FBA, agency? Like, you'll get caught up in decision making of what business you want to start. And this is not good because you're just delaying the point to when you take action. And you need to take action fast and keep that speed. So it really doesn't matter what business you start, just pick anything. And that's better than doing nothing. And then as long as you keep taking action, making decisions, you will see results. And from that, you're going to be able to know if it's worked or if it didn't. So that's what my advice would be to you, is just pick anything. It literally does not matter, and go all in on that and just focus. Like, don't after 2 weeks, if you're not making money, don't switch to another business model. You really need to commit to this and at least give it literally 3 to 6 months of 100% effort. After 3 to 6 months, if you feel like you've really given it your all and it's not working, then okay, switch to something else. But really force yourself and focus on one business. Which leads me to my third and final principle that kind of is very important, and I don't think a lot of people talk about this, and that is momentum. So you're taking action, number one, right? 2, you're acting with speed and doing things fast. And then from that, once you get your first sale, first client, first results, whatever, then you're gonna experience momentum. And that's the way I like to talk about it, is like comparing it to a plane, right? So you have a runway, and this is how really business is. It's like you put in a lot of work at the beginning and it's really difficult, but then the plane will take off and it will start to go exponential and go up like that. And that's kind of when you really experience all the growth. But what a lot of people do, or guys that I've known, they'll make their first sale or make their first sales and then just stop or relax or go party or something because they feel like they've made it, or they're rich, or they've figured it out. But that's not the case. You need to stay humble. Even myself, I don't even party, I don't drink alcohol, but you need to stay focused and capitalize on that momentum, because that's the most important thing. Once you start making sales in your business, don't stop, double down, go even more onto it. And that's how I was able to get to that 100K month, is by 6 months of consistency, grind, and literally action, speed, and then capitalizing on that momentum. Those 3 things, if you literally follow those principles, I promise you, you will get to 10K per month at least. But you just have to take it seriously and dedicate your entire life to this. So yeah, hope you guys like that. I just started this YouTube channel, so if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and also in the comments, let me know what else you want to learn about.